Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Tuesday, August 31st, 2021. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Before we jump to the charts here, I do want to remind you I am hosting a monthly market outlook that is free and open to everyone tomorrow, which is Wednesday, September 1st, 2021 at 4 p.m. Central. You can find more information in the description below, including the link to join. Please join me tomorrow. We're going to discuss seasonality, industry group rotation, and trading opportunities for futures and stocks heading into the month of September and into the end of the year. And we'll also take your recommendations as well. So please join me tomorrow for this free event, 4 p.m. Central Time. And it is the PivotBoss monthly market outlook for September 2021. All right, here's a look at the ES. You'll notice right here the ES came within 3 points of reaching the key range high that we've been talking about. Well, since we've had that key range there, we mentioned we have a path toward 45.45 down the road. After this recent pullback, we mentioned that could be the pivot low for a push into 45.45. And today, price has gotten within 3 points of that, 45.42, for all intents and purposes, reaching that zone. What we've also seen here is from the lows of the month here, we've also gotten a 100% move here of average monthly range by the end of the month. Another great move here. And so far, this thing remains very bullish. Great trending price structure here. At some point, we may see a short-term top that leads to a pullback within this trending structure. A pullback into the pivot range next month could provide a buy the dip opportunity for a continuation higher. So something to keep in mind as the ES continues to maintain great market structure in this trending phase. We may see a rejection here to begin September at the previous high close. That would be a quick test back to the mid, and ideally that offers another buying opportunity. Failure at the mid would open up the previous month's low, and a trap there would provide a great buying opportunity as well. So that's the playbook heading into next month. If we take a look here at the NQ, you'll see a very similar price action today, with a strong move higher, a rejection right around the London Open and back down. Perhaps a fade back into the previous session's midpoint could be in play. That'd be 15.518s. And for the most part, this one remains strong as well. A great breakout from this narrow range, and we've continued to see strength here. This thing could pull back again into the pivot range next month, and that could provide a great buying opportunity for continuation higher until proven otherwise. So for right now, again, seeing a little bit of a pullback phase. Perhaps it could get as low as the previous session's midpoint, but for the most part, looking for price to maintain these gains into the end of the month, looking for price to close near the highs of the month, and that could provide an early rejection to begin September for perhaps a retracement and a bounce back. Alright, here's a look at crude oil. You'll see right here crude oil has continued to push higher on a short-term basis here, but we're coming into a spot here where we may have some overhead resistance come into play. We mentioned before that after this major rejection day there, we're looking for a move into 70.27s, and very close to reaching it there. Got pretty close to it yesterday. But we continue to see a pattern of higher highs, higher lows day over day. Right now we're inside day, building energy for what could be a continuation into the zone up ahead. Again, whenever we do reach 70 or 70 quarter, 70 half, that'll be a time to watch to see, do we get some sort of rejection here like we did each of the last couple of months? If so, that could open up a return back to the bottom of the range, back towards 60 or perhaps even as deep as 58s. So while we still have one more little upside move that could be ahead, we may be looking at a medium-term rejection coming up here pretty soon. So 70 is going to be the level to watch. All right, let's take a look now at gold futures. Right now, gold continues to hold above 1760. You can see price continues to trade between that 1760 to 1840 pocket. We continue to see overall uptrending price action, perhaps a little bit of a cycle high right now. Maybe it needs to pull back a little bit more again into the pivot range next month. That could provide a bounce higher. Overall, again, we could pull back as deep as 1760. That'll be the midpoint for next month, and that could still provide a bounce back up toward 1840. A failure there opens up the lower edge of the range. Above 1840 starts to open up that 1900 plus top end of the previous zone. So that's the structure there for gold. And again, right now, still showing strength overall, but may need a little bit of a short-term pullback to get this thing going into 1840. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the rest of the session. Good luck, trade well, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.